Hello everybody, my name is Oktar Babun. I'm a medical doctor, a brain surgeon. I'm going to speak on behalf of Harun Yahya. Harun Yahya is a Muslim intellectual, international Muslim intellectual who has written more than 250 books, faith, science, and politics related. And this talk is going to be based on works of Harun Yahya. We'll talk about the bloody alliance of Darwinism and communism. The theory of evolution. As you know, the theory of evolution claims that all the living beings are products of coincidences and denies the existence of a creator. And the concepts of Darwinism, struggle for survival, survival of the fittest, the strong ones survive and the weak ones get eliminated, and there's a constant conflict in the nature which is the cause of the progress. These concepts were taken from Darwinism and were applied into social sciences and the societies and human behavior. And these concepts, basically mainly Darwinism, has been the foundation of the many perverted ideologies of the 20th century, such as communism, fascism, anarchism, terrorism, racism, are all founded upon Darwinism, the theory of evolution. Now, we will go into detail a little bit about communism. But I want to start first with social Darwinism. What is social Darwinism? Social Darwinism is the adaptation of the law of the jungle to human behavior. The law of the jungle. The concepts, struggle for survival, survival of the fittest, and the weak individuals get eliminated. And there's a constant conflict in the nature. These concepts were taken from the Darwinism and applied into social sciences and became social Darwinism. And the social Darwinism is the basic foundation of starting with communism, fascism, and all other isms. Now, let's see what Herbert Spencer says. Herbert Spencer is the main theorist of social Darwinism. Spencer said, if they are sufficiently complete to live, they do live, and it is well they should live. If they are not sufficiently complete to live, they die, and it is best they should die. He's talking about human beings. This is social Darwinism. If individuals are strong, they should live. If there are weak and sick individuals, they should die for others to live. This is the basic concept of Darwinism, and this concept has been also the basic tenet of communism. Stephen Jay Gould, he's a Harvard paleontologist. Paleontologist means fossil scientist. He's a very prominent evolutionist of the 20th century. Jay Gould said, subsequent arguments for slavery, colonialism, racial differences, class struggles, and sex roles would go forth primarily under the banner of science. So this class struggle concept is the concept, also a similar concept of Darwinism. It was taken from Darwinism, struggle for survival, and applied as class struggle into communism. And it has also been the basic foundation of many isms of the 20th century. For example, Hitler's deviation of building a master race. Marx claimed that the history of mankind is a history of class struggle. Capitalism's provision for the strong growing even stronger at the expense of the weak, they are all founded upon the concepts of Darwinism. And communism especially used Darwinism as the so-called scientific justification. For example, Marx, he wrote back to Engels on a letter that he wrote to Engels. He said, this is the book which contains the basis in natural history for our review. And this book is talking about the book of Charles Darwin, The Origin of Species. In another letter, Karl Marx said, Darwin's book is very important and serves me as a basis in natural science for the class struggle in history. And the dialectical materialism concept, that the conflict is the cause of the progress, was taken from Darwinism and applied into communism by Karl Marx and Engels. And so basically Darwinism has been the so-called scientific justification of the communist philosophy. The prominent communist leaders. Let's start with Stalin first. He's one of the bloodiest dictators of the entire human history. Stalin said, there are three things that we do to disabuse the minds of our seminary students. We had to teach them the age of the earth, the geologic origin, and Darwin's teachings. Yes, he taught Darwin's teachings. And he killed more than 20 million people during his dictatorship in Russia. Another communist leader, Trotsky, for example, he said, Darwin's discovery is the highest triumph of the dialectic in the whole field of organic matter. Or Mao of China. Mao said, Chinese socialism is founded upon Darwin and the theory of evolution. Yes, Chinese socialism is founded upon Darwin and the theory of evolution. And during Mao's time, more than 60 million people were killed in China. Basically, under the communist regimes throughout the world, more than 120 million people were killed. And again, Darwin's concepts, the basic concepts of Darwinism, the theory of evolution, has been the basic tenets of the communism. So in order to get done with these perverted ideologies, we have to go into detail about Darwinism and about the scientific ethos which refute Darwinism. In that way, 21st century is going to be a very different century. Thank you.